Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Perillo, and we're live. Tonight is going to be a very interesting night. We've got a few things going on. I've got this camera staged because the video that I'm going to do is specifically using this camera, and then printing off a Beskar steel ingot. This is for my brother Adam, who's visiting. This is his last night in town. I got to get up very early and take him to the airport at early in the AM, very early. I wasn't planning on being awake at that time, but apparently that's going to happen. So I'm printing the Beskar steel ingot. He's going to end up spraying it or painting it, so it didn't really matter what color filament we used on that. So yeah, I got things staged and ready to go. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in. I knew that a lot of people would not watch the long review, the camera comparison video. I mean, some people did, but I knew it wouldn't be. I mean, maybe it'll pick up eventually, but I knew it was not going to get high engagement, and it didn't. So my brother Adam should be he'll be appearing at some point tonight. Let me go ahead and showcase a few of the things that I got. Last night printed off. Oh, by the way, the Beskar steel ingot. What it's going to look like is this. This was printed a while ago. I did it on its side, which is pretty much what I'm going to do with this other one. But the thing is I printed this with infill. The one that I'm printing for Adam may end up turning out better for a couple of reasons. One, I printed it like this, and you can still see layer lines on this one. I hadn't fully calibrated the printer. This should be the one that's printing now should be a lot better. Plus, his is hollow, completely hollow, so you can fill it with some kind of ballast or whatever. Or even melt something. Well, I wouldn't melt anything in here because this gets warm. It's definitely going to warp. But I may end up reprinting one for me and then potentially even spraying it silver as well. This is only going to take about 2 hours to print. This is what it will look like on this side. Unfortunately, the other side did not have the indentations on this particular model. I didn't go and look for something quick because Adam reminded me, oh yeah, he wanted one before he left, so I just threw this on the printer real quick. Was using the Tan 64 yesterday to complete a few different things. The stems for the pumpkins. Got a couple of new pumpkin faces from Fix'em Dude that I will get to potentially tomorrow. So I didn't have the maker coins in this filament color, so decided to do that. I know bridging won't be an issue at the top of the Beskar steel ingot because bridging worked well for these coins. It was a nice little test. Today, when I got those things moved, let me move. I opened up the battle droid because I was doing a little bit more, a few more tests with the iPhone camera. Still not done with the iPhone, at least for today. Let's go ahead and get that. Come on, you gonna get in focus? There we go. Sometimes it's tricky to trigger. Although I try not to when I know I'm not going to be holding up a lot of things like this. I do my best not to toggle a certain setting on the camera. Otherwise, it blurs real quick when I'm moving my hands. Pretty much. This is another spoon that may have been there before, but I went crawling through the stack. There was only just a few left, and I was like, oh, I didn't get this one. It's probably a good thing that I didn't get this one because it's got spiders on it, so there you go. This would mark maybe the second time I've got spiders in a collection. The other time would be the Lego spider minifigures, unfortunately, because Lego Group saw fit to do that. But anyway, got another spoon, or spoon rest, really, for lack of a better word. That's that. I gotta move some of these things out of the way. I'll understand in just a moment. Because we're gonna be testing running through the wide-angle camera, and so I'm trying to clean things off because I know things are going to get picked up that normally are completely out of the way and I don't have to worry about. Okay, so that's not it. That's not all I've got. And by the way, thank you, Kurt, for posting there on Discord. Appreciate those screen grabs. Discord, of course, is right there. Hello there, Mikey Mike. Good to meet you. Thank you for joining the chat. Chris will craft the next orchestral score for a future Star Wars movie on that spoon. Possibly, but not likely. So, the other day, they released, the infamous they, released the Black Series, that's the 6-inch scale, Power of the Force, special edition figures. They weren't retailer exclusive. I'm kind of surprised that these showed up as quickly as they did. This is reminiscent of the Power of the Force figure line that came out in the mid-90s, back, when they were all buff. And though I'm not a huge fan of the Power of the Force series, the fact that they're on these card backs, Black Series, it seems like this Greedo is the same mold that they used. And I already had the Greedo figure back when they came out with the Black Series figures before the new lines. So I don't think anything's necessarily changed in the sculpt. He's got a slightly different paint application on him, but this is not the 3 3/4 inch scale. It is a 6-inch scale Greedo. Then I also got... Wait a minute. I also got a Luke Skywalker. And this one is the Farm Boy Luke, right? Scaled as a Black Series, 6-inch scale. Less buff than the Power of the Force line, but seemingly very similar to the recent release of the Luke Skywalker Farm Boy. In fact, I know we saw him in a recent Black Series release, so there is a possibility that they're using the new face technology to have re-sculpt Luke's face. There's that one. And then, last but not least in this series, a Han Solo. And this one, I know we've seen before, but it seems like it's a different facial sculpt on this classic Han Solo. Right there. Hang on just a second. I probably need to mute that. Alright, I will get to that in just a moment. But this is the third of 3 that were released. This is a part of the 50th Lucasfilm LTD special releases, I guess, for lack of a better word. All Black Series. Really nice. And good to have either loose or on card. Of course, if you're gonna buy them loose, I'm not sure if Hollywood N3D is going to be buying any of them loose, because or not loose. If he already has these figures, if he's not going for or chasing down the resculpts of the figures, he'd probably pass on them. But of course, the fact that they are different and the packaging is nice, I felt like compelled to grab. Needed them. Dark Lord notes that figure needs more steroids. No, I'm glad they didn't make him like buff and bulk, because that was just absolutely the worst line. Worst. For someone who's not big into TPOF, you've got a lot of them. Yeah, I do. Usually I'd thrift them. Yeah, I can't. I'd have to pull my other Greedo, but it definitely looks like there's a different paint app on this one. I don't think it's a different sculpt. They reused the same sculpt. But the paint app, it's a bit dirtier, or it's a bit more dirty. Give me a second. I gotta mute my phone. Otherwise, this is gonna get annoying. Thank you for the Aziz Orange. Alright, that takes care of everything that I needed. Well, no, sorry, I lied. Not everything I needed to show you. Also got a couple new comics. Star Wars High Republic 9. So that series is moving along seemingly much more rapidly towards the tail end of the year than towards the middle. The middle, it was kind of a lull, so I don't know if they were having like a distribution problem or what. Either way, that series continues. High Republic, of course, being the series that's only going to be in literature. I don't think we're going to see anything else beyond that. And then Star Wars, self-titled, War of the Bounty Hunters crossover, Marvel 16. Right there. So a couple new comics to go in the collection, the ever-expanding collection. Thank you, and let me make sure everything's good on that front. Yep. Thank you, Kurt. Appreciate all the screen grabs that you got over there on Discord. Very appreciated. Yeah, I'm gonna move a couple things out of the way, because like I said, I want to try to get this in one. No camera on the front. It's a camera pointed down at the front. So I can, yeah. And so I can, on that one, I can go in and I can zoom, pinch to zoom here. So it like, and then what they see on their side is this over here. So we can get a closer up view. So like if I'm walking away or if I'm not doing much, then I can go to that view, and it's much more compelling than, you know, nothing in the chair or nothing really going on here. So yeah, that's how that goes. Okay, so I'm going to get the let me make sure this other thing works. Okay, that's that, but oh, I don't need to flip to 3. I need to flip to this view. And the reason I'm flipping to this view is because this is going to be this app is the app that I'm going to be showcasing tonight. Everything seems okay. Maybe it's not perfect, but yeah, that looks good. Okay, so if there is a delay, ignore the delay. This is not necessarily for audio purposes, but I'm going to be demoing Reincubate Camo. So this is the tool I use, but I want to say basically the TLDR version of for tonight is going to be how I'm using my my iPhone, and so this is how I thought it would be pretty cool to demonstrate this. So I'm testing. That's the wide angle, but then I also have the ultra wide, so I can go wide or ultra wide. And let me tell you, this thing is friggin' ultra wide. I'm going to need to make a few more adjustments on the ultra wide. So I may end up doing wide and ultra wide differently. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing testing. All right, I need to move my dunny. Oh, there's nothing but like just stuff over here. How could I super wide angle? Yeah, y'all are getting everything, aren't you? So I guess I can charge this up. I will be using that phone. You're getting like the back of the monitor, keyboard. This is the super wide angle, which I didn't have previously. Wide is just the normal, and then I've got a different color calibration for that. And then there's also the one that you normally see, which is telephoto. And this is the one that's pointed down, so it looks darker because I also have to set the preset. It's a different lens. So I was tweaking that earlier, and the reason why is because I wanted to try to get as close to this color and saturation as I could when flipping back and forth between the iPhone view and this view, depending on which shot it is that I'm going to be taking. But like I said, the idea is that we're going to go. I'm going to jump over to. I'm going to say, all right, TLDR, thank you. I thought I would show you how I intend on using the iPhone. Not many people do that, right? Because I don't plan on using like a phone. Here's the software that I've been talking about. I thought I'd just run you through a quick demo to show you how easy it is and why I want to be using it. So thank you for tuning in. It's a great use case for extra devices. And then basically, you know, end the video within Reincubate Camo potentially, or just jumping back to primary, or wait, I'd be able to jump back to advice view, right? So I'd go from photo view to advice view, because those are both clean. Okay. Sorry, just doing a little bit of futzing there. Did well to match the color. Sesam, I did my best. Hey, the Trek nerd, good to see ya. It is glorious. Wait, are you talking about the Beskar ingot? No, you couldn't be, Mr. Trek. But either way, no, I'm not worried about me in the shot. It's just, that's a demo. It's the telephoto. That, if I'm using telephoto, it's usually down on the desk when I'm building Lego or doing something, building Lego bricks. Rarely do I flip over to this camera just for one reason or another, right? Like, I don't use this camera when I'm going back and forth, because I'm talking, and then I'm not. I could do that, and it kind of zooms in, and that's fine. It's just not something that I'm into doing as much. I probably should, but it is what it is. You can see the little Tusken Raider though. See, it's It's a nice camera. I mean, it's a really good camera. It's a solid camera, especially with the use case being re-incubate camo. And I wonder if I can get closer to that. Will it refocus? It's a telephoto, so probably not. That's about as close as I can get, which is really nice. But, you know, when I've got, like, a higher quality camera here, it is a higher quality camera. It's just this other one gives me, you know, it gives me different options. Like, I can more easily readjust it on the fly versus once you got a DSLR setup, it's different. Okay, so we're going to do that. I want to get this done and out of the way. This is TLDR for the evening. The advice video won't be going up, I think, until Monday. TLDR, the iPhone video review, as in, like, talking about the video quality of the iPhone, is going to be going public at 7 p.m. But here we go. Good evening, Joshua. Good to see you. We're going to jump into TLDR here. So I'm going to go to advice view. Here we go. You know what? I'm going to do this. So I'm going to be facing that. One moment. Sorry. I also need to move this mic. Because otherwise, the audio would not turn out very well at all. Is it Christmas music? I can't hear it right now, so. Down will take me to re-incubate camo. Down will take me to re-incubate camo. Hello, Galaxy! I'm Chris Perillo, and you're watching the Locker Gnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short. Tonight, I thought I would tell you how I plan on using my iPhone 13 Pro Max. Not many people will do that, necessarily. Like, they'll get it, and then they'll forget about it, or they'll get it, and they'll use it, and no one really talks about their specific use case, because the iPhone could be used for 1,001 things. But I had a specific use case in mind when I thought about getting one, and in testing the scenario, it seems to work well enough, or certainly a solid upgrade for my iPhone 8 Plus, which I have been using live on Twitch. I'm broadcasting right now. This is being recorded live on my Twitch channel. I'm live every night at 6 p.m. You can join the community there, and you never know what's going to happen because I'm a variety streamer. And tonight, I'm actually going to show you something that you could do on your computer, whether it's a Mac or a PC, whether it's an iPhone or an Android device. You may have heard me talk about this before. If not, if you've watched any of the live streams, you've seen me use the product. Re-incubate camo. You probably have a webcam connected to your computer, and it probably sucks. You may even have a webcam attached to your computer, an external camera, and it may be okay. But if you didn't know, you could use software on the Mac or Windows PC to effectively take your Android or iPhone or iOS device, not just iPhone, iOS in general, iPad as well, and turn it into a webcam and mount it as a webcam and use it as a camera. So that's exactly what I've been doing here. And so this is Re-Incubate Camo. I'm going to go ahead and step everyone through the interface and show you all the different options. Right now, I'm zoomed in. This is the telephoto on the iPhone, and the iPhone 13 Pro Max has 3 lenses. I could also use the selfie camera, but I'm not going to go that far. And here, in Re-Incubate Camo, I've got the registered version, which I recommend for everybody anyway. What you can do, and I'm going to grab my other... I'm going to grab my mouse, because it's easier to do in this particular environment. Effectively, you can switch between devices, and I'm just using my iPhone. I could have another device connected, like an iPad or, like I said, an Android device, and flip between the devices within Reincubate Camo. Right now, it's just in normal mode, but it also supports portrait mode in beta. And mind you, I'm running this on a Windows PC right now, my Intel Nook, and it runs beautifully. The lens, as it says right here, is telephoto or 3x, but I could also flip between lenses. Like I said, the front, there's the ultra wide and the wide. Now, when I flip between lenses, the thing you got to keep in mind is that each lens is a different sensor, so it has to be calibrated differently. So I'll flip to, let's go to the wide, and so I'm going to go to a different preset, because you see I changed a bit, but I found that this preset is a little nicer to use when I flip between this view and this view. It's a little more seamless in terms of color, so I can change that preset more easily. I do have a few bits of feedback for the development team, of course, because it's not as easy to do this on the fly, especially if you're doing live production. You could even go through and change the resolution, not like you would want to. You push as many pixels as you possibly can. 1080p is more than suitable for most environments. Audio source, whether you're taking from the camera or the bottom, I don't really use the audio, so if my lips are out of sync with what it is that I'm saying, that could very well be the reason. And of course, the frame rate, I'm using 30 FPS. That's all I really need for a live stream, certainly. And then you could also set a watermark if you're interested. I don't necessarily need one. You can turn on the mirroring capability, so you can flip it. You could also rotate the video in various directions, or even zoom. This would be a digital zoom, a digital crop. Not as good to use as it would be to flip between the wide, ultra wide, or the telephoto. And then on the other side, you're adjusting things like light or image. So adjusting exposure, your shutter speed and ISO, white balance, tint. You can even turn on the flash or the torch, as they say in the UK. And then image adjustments, setting brightness, hue, saturation, contrast, gamma, sharpness. And so you can find the right settings for you. You can match it to anything. You could use this as your camera. So if you're looking into live streaming, but you know your camera sucks, stop using your webcam. Start using the device you already have, because you probably already have a smartphone. Connect it to your computer. Use something like Reincubate Camo. If it's not this product, there are probably alternatives, but this is, as far as I could see and tell from all the research I did, the most supported, and it's constantly adding features, and it works exceedingly well. It gets updates on a regular basis, and it works. And that's the bottom line for me, especially because I plan on using the iPhone as a webcam. I know it's... What? Why would you use it? Because look at this image quality. And I'm not saying that the image quality coming out of the iPhone in that way matches the image quality... Oh, wait, sorry. I went the wrong direction. This is what it looks like natively. So right here, there's the screencast. But when I flip to the iPhone view, this is what it is full frame. Right? But this is a desktop screen capture. I meant to flip over here. This is why I don't do a lot of flipping back and forth on my own, even though I know I could, set up a gadget and do keyboard shortcuts and stuff. I try to keep things lean, mean, and clean as far as everything's concerned. Let me go ahead, for argument's sake, and flip over to the ultra wide and just show you what kind of field of view we have. I also need to adjust the color a bit. I haven't got this one exactly the way I want, but being able to go back and forth between this view and this view is nice. So you can see everything. Like, you can see the water, the microphone. What else can you see here? The keyboard, the monitor. You're seeing the back of the monitor here. Everything. It's a very wide-angle view. Now, why would I use this particular view in this environment? I'm not sure I'm inclined to use the ultra-wide here. I personally, I'm going to be likely using either the wide or specifically the telephoto, because I feel like it's more to the production that it is that I'd want to put together for everybody. So that's my use case, and I realize I could connect another camera to it, but I like having, believe it or not, an iOS device if only for testing purposes, if only to see how things are working, because at some point in the future, I'm going to get a new smartphone and people are going to say, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? I'm going to have to compare it to the latest flagship iPhone, so I figure I might as well use it for something, and I use this every day. Even though I don't necessarily have it, I'm saying I use the iPhone every day, but not as a phone. It's really funny. Sorry, I'm checking the time to make sure I'm staying within the limitations that I wanted to. Normally, when I'm using this camera, by the way, it's not for my face. It is specifically for the desk, and so I have it pointed down. So when I'm building a Lego set, or if I'm going through some 3D printing, cleaning things off 3D printing. That's usually tilted down, so it's on like an arm, like a coiled arm that's hanging off my hutch, and I can adjust it. I'm not going to do that right now because it'd be a bit jarring and everything would vibrate. Let me just go ahead and show you. This is the normal lens, normal view. It's dark over there, but you can see bokeh. That's a nice bokeh effect. There's not much light coming from back there, but you can see my face is blurred out. I could also put it over here, but there's not as much light. And just for a comparison's sake, it's a bit different from a dedicated camera, right? I can get a little closer on the dedicated camera, for the most part. Focuses that. I mean, there's a difference. It's not meant to be like a full-on replacement, but dude, if you've already got the hardware, you might as well use it for something, apart from the things you're not using it for. So thank you for asking me what I use. Thank you for giving me the time that you've given me, punching in on my face just a little bit more to show you. This is what we do every night. We Tuscan raid people on Twitch. We love doing that. We raid other streamers. Maybe you like this view better than you like the other view. How am I supposed to know? You got to tell me. You got to give me feedback. You got to tell me what you think. And even if you don't tell me what you think, well, I'm going to tell you what I think, because that's exactly what I do every single day. Thank you so much for paying attention. Thank you for telling me what it is you would like me to talk about. Thank you for joining the community, and simply following and commenting on YouTube is not joining the community. That's very passive, but I appreciate it. I would love to be more interactive with you. It's one of the reasons I'm more of a variety streamer. I always was, even back in the days of live.perillo.com. So if you want to see me using the thing that I just demonstrated every day, head over to Twitch. The link, of course, is in the video description. Very happy to have you there, and I love you. I appreciate you. At this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. May the Force be with you, always. And that is that. Well, I thought that went smoothly. All things considered. Alright. Let me drag that over just to make sure I'm ready to go with it. Gonna move back to primary view. There we go. Everything's back to normal. Look at everything's back to normal. Ooh, did I copy over? Oh, I did. Wow, that was a fast transfer. Nice. Alright, everybody. You want to say hi to my brother Adam? Hi, Chris. Can't wait for that video to go live so I can give it praise. Dark Toy Lord, did you enjoy it? Did you get something out of it? I did it live! So now we're going to be paying $1,000 for a nice webcam. Hey, you know, like I said, I'm also going to be using it for testing purposes, but I might as well get something else out of it, right? So it's not just... I said use an Android device. Use your smartphone. Connect it to a computer. Get something more out of it. I feel I covered that pretty well. All right, Adam. Pop over. I'll try to walk you through. Just pay attention to chat here. Don't pay it. And by the way, thank you for following Costa Select there. The video is going to be delayed. Go ahead. The video is going to be delayed. And...
I see.
Yeah, and then can you see the chat, or do you need to zoom in?
Oh, there's that chat. Drop? What's that?
People are dropping like parachutes in front of you.
Ah, that's what it. What's up, Mark H and NC?
I did pre-order, but not from GameStop. I couldn't get through, but I got it on Hasbro Toy Shop. I got 2.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've done one of these.
Yeah, not on Twitch.
No, I haven't done it on Twitch. I have done a Twitch before.
This is so much better than Ustream used to be, because it's, I mean, it's bigger. The platform is bigger, but they can do, there's more interactive elements to live streaming on Twitch. Like they're doing a drop. So what
Yeah,
happens?
no, I saw.
You
the
see,
little
okay,
code.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Or they're
yeah,
exploding emoji
Gotcha.
out of the screens or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So, or like Twitch also has integrated like payment systems, so they can tip, they can cheer, and that's like giving you money basically,
Yeah.
or they can gift a sub, so they pay to subscribe,
Gotcha.
and so that's very supportive of the live stream, and you
Gotcha.
couldn't do that back in the day.
So Coda 120, you asked if Chris has turned me vegan yet.
No.
No, he
He
has
was.
not.
Ish.
I am not. I'm not a vegan. I'm not a vegetarian, but I'm kind of like, I guess, an in-betweener. I'm not. I grow a lot of my own food, and I make my own fresh food, and I make veggie patties of my own. So for most part, I eat vegetarian, but I don't all the time. What are you doing professionally? Professionally, I work as a reputation risk officer, building reputation programs for financial institutions to track their reputational risk and measurements. Not really exciting. I went to school for graphic design, so don't ask me how we got here.
And you just got an Apple Pencil yesterday.
I did, so I'm starting to sketch again, which is kind of nice. Let's see here. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Man Cave Hobbies. So I'm also, I consider myself, what I do is I'm a maker. I like to create, or a creator. I just like to learn new things. Taught myself how to sew a few years back. Last year I taught myself how to crochet. I woodwork. I do kind of a little bit of everything. I'd like to get into some of this 3D modeling. I think that'd be cool.
So that's the thing, is I've mentioned before, like when this is done, or I'm sorry, when Prusa releases the next iteration of the Mini, which inevitably they will, I mentioned Adam's name as like I think he would really get into it. So I basically made the promise that when this is done and it's going to move out, that it's going to Adam. So he gets dibs.
Yeah. How does it? It's great to be Jedi's uncle. It's great to be anyone's uncle. You know, I get to spoil them and then send them home.
Hey,
that's awesome.
So someone's saying
Twitch trolls?
No.
Is that the question?
Hang on just a second. Dark Toy Lord sketches on his Tab S3, thinking about trying iPad again. Adeline French is asking if she's in India, I believe. Do you like the Apple Pencil? What about getting the iPad and sketching something here? I can point the camera down.
I
sketch
could.
it.
It's over there. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do a live sketch. I mean, I like it so far. I haven't sketched in a long time, so my practice makes perfect. I mean, it's been about 10 years since I've done like a lot of sketching.
I've got to get.
But I like the pencil. It's nice. With the iPad I got 7th generation. So the brilliant design of Apple here. I mean, this is how you charge the darn thing. Yes. Wait, hang on.
Sorry.
I'm out of the camera.
No, you're fine. Yeah.
Am I in the camera?
Yeah.
Oh, there I am. It, like, seriously, like, how horrible the design is. It's just ridiculous. I think they did that because they knew they were going to magnetize it in the next run and they wanted to make money. But, it's Apple. They've been interesting as of late.
All right, here.
Someone also asked me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Something else.
I'm gonna.
What was one of those questions that came up? I can't recall what they had said. You got me sidetracked. Oh, if I can fix the reputation of trolls. Not about fixing, more so tracking trolls.
How do you want to sketch? Or where do you want to sketch? Can you do it like
I can do it
there?
like
here. I'm trying to make it comfortable for you, but
no, it's fine. But sketching on the iPad, it's different. I like the pencil. It's similar to the stylus on the Samsung Chris has. I like that one too. But these have gotten way better than they were back in the day. Just the sensitivity and the ability to shade and stuff. I'm still learning this app. This is Sketchbook. It's just a free app. But it no longer drags your palm. This used to cause all kinds of problems on when you drug your palm across. It used to cause all kinds of problems on old templates, but it's gotten a lot better. So this was I was on a hike today up in a couple of trails just east of where we're at, and so I was just kind of doing some, oops, that's the wrong color. That's why. I was doing some trail sketching basically. This was actually just a 5-minute sketch that I kind of did real quick while I was relaxing.
Dark Toy Lord likes the app as well. I've got the stylus or the S Pen on the Samsung S7 Plus, and Jedi was having fun with it. I mean, like, I'm not a sketcher, but I could totally see how this would be a boon.
Yeah, I mean, you can see, like, even pressure sensitive, I get a little darker line or lighter line. You can get real fine line, which is pretty impressive. That's probably, well, it's picking up a little bit. But you can see just that little bit there is pretty fine. Let me
he sketched a pretty cool skull last night.
I think we still, I think I saved it. Let me save this.
Yeah, there's the skull.
So I was just playing. I literally just got the pin and was playing around with the pin here. So kind of did a little candle flame thing and just a little skull.
Faceless cheered X100. Does Adam know virility?
No, he hasn't seen Emperor Palpatine.
I've seen him, but on the stream, but I haven't met him in real life. Tattoo artists have been using this type of for flash work and things. I gotta say, I think this is gonna have some really great. It will really get me back into drawing again, which I like. I don't have to carry around a bunch of colored pencils, and not everything has to be black and white. But as you can see, I mean, you can.
Fixum Dude just gifted 2 subs.
Pressure sensitivity, and this is the old iPad. Thank you for this gifted subs, Fixum Dude.
Yeah, this is the Gen 7, so I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, for what I use it for, it meets my needs. I mean, basically, I just watch videos when I'm out on my porch. I've got a nice screened-in porch at home. That I sit out and I'll stream some shows while I'm. The other app I use, shout out to these guys. It's called if you're a crocheter or knitter, My Row Counter is a great little app for tracking crochet projects and things like that. So I've got different projects lined up here. I've got my, let's see here, my Totoro that I'm working on at home. I've got a Bernie's, a bunch of city
Faceless
Bernie's
cheered X100. Let's show Adam a hype train. Choo choo.
Crochet downstairs. The book, the set, the kit.
There's a kit?
Yeah.
You have it?
Yeah.
You got that book?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get a hold of that so I can make some of those.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where's my phone at? Is this my phone? No,
yeah, that's your phone.
Oh, that's my phone. I can show them pictures of some of the stuff.
Here, we can flip back. Oh, right, unless you're going to pull something up on the iPad.
No.
Dark Toy Lord cheered X100. All aboard.
Everything. Do we have a hype train? We have a hype train. Okay, so here's your job.
Okay.
You have a limited time. Okay, so we're at level 1.
Faceless cheered X100.
So
Hype train time.
To get them to a level 5. You have to get them excited.
All right.
Get them excited.
Those are the
I'm going to go get the crochet thing.
Okay, you get the crochet thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do to get you. What do you want done to get you incited? Yeah, so I can. I don't know, man. I haven't done this in a while, so I don't know what to tell you about the hype train. Draw us in a hype train. I'll draw you a hype train here. Well, I took the camera off there, so I'll draw it and then I'll hold it up. How's that sound? Let me get this opened again.
Flower Bunch just gifted 5 subs.
Oh, thank you for the subs. I'm not sure. I think that's a good thing from what it sounds like. So let me pull up.
Dark Toy Lord cheered X100. Choo choo.
100 bits. Sweet. I don't know what all this stuff is, but it sounds good. We got a tier 1 to sub 2.
Rednecky MC just gifted 1 subs.
Tex Redneck. Are you in Texas? I wonder. Maybe. Ben's in Texas. That's our other brother. I'm in Iowa.
Show me what you
Faceless cheered
got.
X100. Time for Emperor Gorilla Team.
This is
Poopy Palpy.
insane, guys. This is like everything's like there's a lot going on. This is problematic with someone with ADHD because I have severe ADHD. So it's like I'm all over the place. Hour from Austin. Nice. I love Austin. It's a good place. I've got some friends down there. Good place to visit. If you're ever in Iowa, you should go to this bar here. that I could tell you if you like bars. It's called the Triangle Tap. It's a great little. 100 bits. Oh, okay. So you pay to be able to do some of these stuff. Oh, okay, that's funny. That's good stuff. Yeah, you know, I found the Fountain of Youth is what happened. That's why I look different today. Because I'm younger looking.
I gotta have more
Older,
cowbell.
Maybe. A little heavier. He's a little lighter than me. Let me change my color here. I'm gonna draw a hype train. I've been told to draw a hype train, so I'm working on that here.
Okay, I'll flip over the camera view.
I think your Palpatine is.
Oh, you're at level 2.
What level do we have to be at?
We gotta get through 5.
Okay, I'm hyping him with the hype train.
All right, keep him hyped.
I'm trying to keep him hyped.
Right.
I don't know what else we.
So I got the crochet kit, but the only caveat, I'll give this to you, but could you make me each of the characters?
Oh yeah.
All right.
It will take a while.
Yeah, no, I don't care. I would love to have.
I mean,
crochet.
Amagurumi isn't fast.
All right.
Fast stuff by any means.
I was like curious. I was like, oh yeah.
If you guys can get us up to the next level of hype, I will show you some more of my crochet projects.
Ooh.
I also
there you go.
I've got one of my cycling caps that I made. My next thing I'm gonna learn is I'm gonna learn how to make men's shirts because I'm gonna do some casual wear shirts for men.
Faceless cheered X100.
Because there's
Choo
not
choo
enough,
palpy smells
custom
like poo
men's
poo.
clothing out there. It's all women's.
Thank you, Joshua. I'm sorry. I just got a hold of chat here. Thank you, everyone,
Joshua
for contributing.
_XP_ cheered X100. That hype train be looking sick no.
Thank you, Joshua and Dark Toy Lord and Liz.
What's a train look like?
Dark Toy Lord cheered X100. Let's keep it going.
Choo choo. Thank you, Avaline French. Appreciate the 20 bits. Adam could draw something and then it could 3D print it one day. Well, he could start modeling something and I could print it. Uh-oh. Now we got the cat. The cat is here. Level 3 is now complete. We're now into a level 4 hype train.
Oh, I gotta
Vendetta _ returns 940 cheered X100.
I'm gonna go way back because man,
Level 4.
Really nothing looks like a train there.
Flower buns cheered X100.
Yes.
An eraser? That's not an eraser. Is this, I'm still learning this program. There we go.
Can you use the other end? Yeah.
Show me what you got.
I don't know.
He's literally making what you got.
Let's see here. Thought it kind of looked like. It's been a while. See, I want to get all detailed.
Thank you, Scott, aka Vendetta Returns, for the cheer of 100 bits. Very good. Now we know how to draw a train. Well, just take heart in knowing that Adam's train is better than my train. The only train that I can do is the hype trains. That's it. Hey,
Dark Toy Lord cheered X100. Willoughby. Next stop is Willoughby.
And thank you, Dark Toy Lord, for you're our conductor, Dark Toy Lord.
Pentaxenstein cheered X1000.
Pentaxenstein, good to see ya. Adam's doing his best to do a train with his brand new Apple Pencil, which is the old Apple Pencil.
Yeah, this is the first gen.
But you know, it works.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to have the newest and greatest. Tech is still pretty amazing. The only problem is when they start phasing out.
Pentaxenstein just gifted 2 subs.
Because that creates a lot of waste, but that's another problem for another time.
Thank you, Pentaxenstein, for the 2 gifted subs. We're now at level 5. Got to get all the way through it. We got about 4.5 minutes left to go. Choo choo choo. Thank you, Liz.
Faceless cheered X100. Choo choo choo. Look at those subs. 385,768,593,495.
Well, you are. You're creating it right now.
Coda 120 cheered X100.
A reference picture of some sort again. Okay, so I'm drawing a hype train.
Avaline, yeah, the pencil. If I, that's the thing is like with the pencil. If I was heavily invested in the ecosystem, I probably would have something like a pencil.
Super cool.
The nice thing is Jedi is starting to sketch on my tablet, and if she continues to do, yeah. Yeah,
Pentaxenstein just gifted 2 subs.
But what? All right. Here we go. Thank you so much for the support. We are now at 3.5 minutes, 44%.
Paceless shared X100, puppy for Jedi. Jedi jump on the hype train with puppies, puppy.
No puppies here. Nope, no puppies. Really? Where are the puppies? Where? Where are the puppies?
On you.
Puppies are not on me. I did not eat the puppies. I'm vegan.
Where's the puppy?
I did not eat the puppies. This is how internet rumors start, Jedi. Pentaxenstein, thank you for the 2 other subs.
Pentaxenstein just gifted 2 subs.
Including
It's
to Travis
okay.
MCP. Okay, then, yeah, what? Finish what?
Paceless shared X100, kitties for Jedi. Meow meow meow. Kittens for Jedi.
I wonder
Meow.
if that's
Maybe in a different
another
app.
feature or a different app. Yeah, you can, Jedi, but right now I'm using it specifically for this particular camera. But yes, tonight when it's done, you can. But what I'm gonna do is on your iPad.
Fix some dude shared X100, Liz. No puppy for Jedi.
So I got a question. Should I buy the Seinfeld
Joshua
Lego
_XP
app, Lego
underscore
set
cheered
before I leave
X100.
Seattle?
How do you find out heavy hype whale
But I
is?
can't get it.
By taking it to the hype railway station.
Oh, because I have a Lego store?
You don't have a Lego store in Iowa?
No, you gotta go up to Minnesota.
Pentaxenstein just gifted 2
kidding?
subs.
Oh my god. Yeah, I know. I'm just as shocked. Hey, did I miss something? Oh, 2 more gifted subs from Pentaxenstein. Pentaxenstein is going to be sponsoring
Dark
my
Toy
Pixel
Lord
6
cheered
Pro.
X100,
Now made
kitties,
it, all the way
kitties,
through
and
level
puppies.
27%. Dark Toy Lord capping it off. Kitties, and puppies. No! Dark Toy Lord. Hey, Ben Cody Kirk, good to see ya. Coming along at the right time.
So
Paceless cheered X100, puppy, or kitty. Hype train success. Yay, we did it. Meow.
Indeed we did.
So here's some more crochet. These are. Where is it? What camera are we using here?
Over there.
Over here.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to tilt it too hard.
Yeah. Okay. So those are.
They look like dunnies.
No, they're from the Japanime. My neighbor. Totoro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the forest spirits. Those glow in the dark, actually.
Oh,
the yarn I
cool.
use glowed in the
Oh,
dark.
that's wild, dude.
This is a cat couch. It's a tiny human couch for a cat that I made for a friend's cat. Those are sitting Bernies that I made. Some details there. Oh, shoemaking. Oh yeah, I also make shoes. Let's see here.
Here, keep showing stuff. I gotta unplug.
I will. Let me look for. I can show him my motorcycle, my super slick motorcycle. That thing's so sweet. I recently got a Triumph bobber. It's pretty sweet. That's my baby. That's 3 birds, otherwise known as Prue Hollywood. That's the name of the bike. Prue Hollywood. I'm wearing the same shirt in that photo that I'm wearing right now, which is a shirt of my buddy's coffee shop in Des Moines called The Slowdown. Yeah.
That's it?
Let's see here. Do I have any other? What else do I have? Let's see here. Oh yeah, you're Yoda. I made this for Jedi. This is why I learned how to crochet, because Jedi wanted a Grogu.
Joshua
So I
underscore
made this
XP
little
underscore
Grogu
cheered
for Jedi. She
X100.
has
When I
this
say
now.
puppy, you say please.
She's had that
Got
for
it.
a while. That's a
Okay,
different
here
little
we
baby.
go.
That
Puppy,
one I made for
puppy.
myself.
When I say puppy, you say please.
That's
Let's
Baby
go.
Yoda at the
Puppy,
bar.
puppy.
Because, you know, Baby Yoda, we had a song. We got a little intoxicated and we came up with the song.
What?
And it go. Let me see if I can remember it. Baby Yoda gonna sit back and judge you. I think, no, wait. Oh, I got it. I remember. Baby Yoda gonna Sip on some soup and judge you, 'cause that's what Baby Yoda do. Hyping you all up with my singing. That's the Bakey Queen. Oh, there's the glow in the dark. An image of Chris. There's
Oh wow, dude,
yeah.
that's awesome.
So that's a specialty yarn that I use.
I kind of wonder.
This is
like,
a
what? Could you-
sampling of
okay.
some of my cooking. This is a
Adam?
frittata I made.
When you do the stormtrooper crochet,
Yeah.
do it in the glow in the dark. DMP,
Okay, I
right?
could.
You know what
I
I'm
gotta
saying?
get some more, but yeah, I could do that. This is a frittata I made. It's
that looks
some ham
good.
and potatoes I grew, some peppers and basil that I grew to top it off. It's good stuff. Yes, I cook. Yes, I clean. Yes, I ride bike. Here's some weird. I ride weird bikes. So this is a fully suspended recumbent bike from the Czech Republic. It's called an Azub. It's a fully suspended, and it's got racks for packing all my gear to camp. Oh, this is a, yeah, that is me. That's a video. Why? It's a video of my stroopwafel guy. When I'm on a plane, he's my stroopwafel. He's the guy that likes stroopwafels. Stroopwafels? Oh, I love stroopwafels. Do you like stroopwafels? They're so good and they make me giddy. That's my stroopwafel. This is my fast recumbent. This is a high racer. It's a Performer Laka. So super aerodynamic, super light, full size wheels on it if you're into biking. Here, what else do we got here? This is one of my favorite flowers. These are called resurrection lilies.
By the way, TLDR is now public. It's the video review on YouTube. Link's been populated in chat.
Oh, so this is that suspended touring bike all loaded up for a camp ride. So I rode about 60 miles and then camped and then turned around the next day and rode back home. Yeah. Well, then they get the back of my iPad. That's not too fun for them. This is what Iowa looks like basically everywhere.
What, nothing?
Yeah, just a bunch of fields. What's here? That's all. This is me in my best American Gothic farming pose. It's a little Brussels sprout harvesting from last year. What else have we got for the hype train?
The hype train's over.
No, the hype train's over?
Yeah,
We hit it. What's that mean? What do we do now?
That's it.
Oh, this is some of my sewing skills right there. It's a little
We flip
box
back and move
bag.
on.
Box of bags that I made. Those now hold my crochet hooks.
Alright, let's go ahead and flip back to this view. Everybody's here. Yay.
What do we got? Okay, we gotta catch up with the chat here. Well, what's happening with the chat?
Oh, ignore
No.
that. That's back channel.
Ignore that. That's
Back
back
channel.
channel. Nobody likes back channel. Didn't they close down back channel?
And by the way, hang on, we got a new follower. I am Swade. Thank you for following. Welcome to the Play Shop.
Yeah, thanks. This isn't what it's normally like. It's usually probably more interesting. Oh, okay. I see.
You're gonna see a lot
Adam
back
used
there.
to stream on Twitch. I used to stream on Twitch. I actually,
You did, you streamed,
game. I mostly anymore I play Overwatch, just because it's fast paced. I can get into a game, I can play. I don't have to worry about like opening a bunch of loot boxes that get the same thing or grinding for 55 hours and getting like the worst gun ever in a loot box. I hate those kind of games. But with Overwatch, at least everyone has the same. The only loot box you're getting is like different skin. You just get different skins in the loot box, but you all have the same abilities and powers, and I like that. And it's very team oriented. You have to be very strategic, and if you don't have a good team around you, you're gonna lose no matter what characters you play.
Yeah, it's my.
Let's see
stomach,
here.
It's my
There
tummy.
was some up here. How do
Yeah,
I?
yeah,
Okay, I
scroll
got
up,
it.
yeah.
Oh, this is
You're
Matt.
gonna scroll way
Gotcha.
back. You're just gonna have to. You're gonna have to go all the way back down, because you're going way back.
I know I'm going way
Okay,
back.
I'm just saying you're gonna miss the new ones.
I know. I'll catch up.
Okay, just saying.
I like catch up. I'll catch up.
Okay.
Do you want to send something to them?
Oh yeah, how do I do that? Well, yeah, I look exactly like my dad. I already know what I'm gonna look like when I'm like 70 or 80. How old is he now? Old.
78.
78? Is he 78?
Used to be 7.
Okay, I'm caught up. See? Oh, they're sending me popcorn. That's my favorite treat. I grew my own popcorn this year, and it turned out amazing, by the way. And it's pink. Actually, I think I still have a picture of that. Do I have a picture of that, Jedi? Did I keep a picture of that?
I don't know.
You do know. I know you know.
I know you know.
Oh, maybe I deleted it.
Why did you delete that?
Oh, I don't know why I
Wait,
deleted
9,000
it.
popcorn!
500 popcorns! Ah, I love popcorn. Eat it all. Okay, how do I send something? Show me how I send something.
You just...
How do I send popcorn? I go there. Okay. Oh, there's popcorn.
I zoomed in so you can't hear. I zoomed in so you could more easily see the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Look. Puppies, 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 dogs.
You want a dog too?
I want a
Okay.
dog. I like
And then I just hit
dogs.
enter. Is that what I do? Does it flood the screen?
No.
Oh.
Look.
I want to oh, I see.
Puppies!
You
Puppies!
flood
Look
the
at
screen by
puppies
doing
and
a
puppies!
Exclamation
Crochet
mark.
stream.
Okay.
Ooh, that's an idea.
And
Crochet
puppies.
stream.
Crafters do
Look
that
at
on
puppies.
Twitch all the time.
Oh, do they?
Look,
I didn't know that.
puppies.
Yeah, I
Make
haven't
these
watched it.
are-
Oh, there's popcorn! We're covered in popcorn. You can't even see us right now. There's so much popcorn. I love popcorn.
Popcorn!
I love it with a little butter. Love it with a little salt. What's really good on popcorn?
What?
Parmesan cheese. But you won't. But you're vegan, so you
Well, I
won't.
think
have
they make a
Parmesan
vegan
cheese.
version. But
Probably. Parmesan cheese is good on popcorn if you haven't had it. And also, Old Bay spice, if you've never tried it. Old Bay spice on popcorn, delicious. It's a seasoning. It's like a salt. You gotta be careful because it's really salty.
Ketchup seasoning, it's so
Caramel
good.
popcorn is amazing.
Ketchup seasoning.
I love good
Ketchup
good
seasoning.
popcorn ball is really good too.
Ketchup seasoning is my favorite.
Is that a bunch of baby Grogu's and what else is going on there? Let's zoom in. Oh, how do I? Ah, it went away. What's going? Oh, what? I don't know what's happening. Oh, hang on. You see?
Baby bone.
I got it.
Look, see?
Okay.
Booty.
Well, I can't see it with your. Oh, it's a booty dance in Grogu's. Sweet bodacious is good corn. Oh, is that the sweet bodacious vendetta? Is that a sweet corn or is it a popcorn? I did some really good popcorn and some sweet corn. I did sweet corn. I did a super sweet. It was a hybrid.
I'm gonna make you
Yeah.
keep them entertained.
I like the ketchup seasoning that Liz sent me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
You keep them entertained. I'm gonna make popcorn. I'm making popcorn.
Sweet! We're actually gonna eat popcorn. Oh, it's a sweet corn. I'll have to give it a try. I'll look in and see if the seed company I order from has it. I always do sweet corn, even though.
Right on the floor.
Nice. Was it heads up or tails up when you picked it up? If it's heads up, then you keep it and you get good luck. If it's tails up, you have to give it to a friend and then you both get good luck. That's how it works.
Okay, do you pick heads or tails?
Well, no, you already picked it up, so and it looks like it was heads, so you keep it and you'll have good luck now.
No, do you pick heads or tails?
I picked tails.
Heads.
Well, you kind of cheated there. Just gonna say. 50 acres, enough
You
corn.
guys
Whew,
pick
that's
heads or
a lot of
tails?
corn. I'm guessing you're a farmer, Vendetta. I mean, in Iowa they have a ton of great sweet corn. Most people grow peaches and cream, or it's kind of the popular sweet corn. I like to grow it in my garden because if people on the stream have had the chance to pick an ear of corn off a stalk and dump it directly into boiling water right away, it is so much sweeter than what you're going to buy in the stores, because as soon as you break that corn off the stalk, those sugars start breaking down, and then you're a cheater. I'm not going to pick heads or tails. You're a cheater.
No, I'm gonna do this.
Okay, tails. See, you did it again, you cheater.
did it.
Cheater, pumpkin eater. Anyway, so the sweet corn is just super sweet. You don't even need like butter or salt with it. But those sugars starts breaking down. And hang on just a second. Let me finish. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my thought. Sugars start breaking down into starches right away. Vendetta, you of course know. Where do you farm at? All right, here. Let me do that. Let me do it. Okay, heads or tails?
Heads. Tails.
Heads.
Ah!
Boom.
I think I said hand.
No, you said tails.
I did. I said heads.
No, you didn't. Oh, you want me to rewind the video? We have it on video, Jedi. You can't lie when it's on video. State of Iowa infuriate with is the state of Iowa with what? Hayes? Wait, what? You know, I could stream working in the garden, but it's not that exciting. It's a lot of sweet bodacious. I've heard of sweet bodacious actually. Yeah, that one looked pretty good. I had one a couple years ago that I was not impressed with. I'm trying to remember. In fact, I gave away the seed to someone else because I wasn't gonna ever grow again. It was a really bad small ears, not very good. Yeah, I agree. Vlogging the garden stuff. But there's just a lot of garden content out there. There's a lot of really good Instagram infogram, I call them. Gardeners, two of them I follow. One of them's a gal up, or a lady up in Vancouver, I believe. She's in Vancouver. And then there's one, I think, in California. A guy and then this lady up in... the lady actually told me about goji berries. I didn't realize goji berries can be grown in the zone I'm in, which is zone 7. Hang on just a second, we're talking. Because I'm going to take it home and make some stuff. So I grow... I'm in zone 7, so I found out I can do goji berries, otherwise known as whoop berries. Super good. They started out like... I got them from fasttrees.com or something. They were like this big when I got them. I mean, they went out of control this year. They're massive. They grew out 8 feet, and if I stretch them up, they're about 6 feet tall already. So they grew super fast this last year. Found out about Italian plums when I was up at the San Juan Islands this past week. So good. The plums are amazing, juicy, delicious. Found out I can grow those as well, so I'm going to plant a couple Italian plum trees, as well as something that not a lot of you have probably heard of, but I'm going to put in 2 to 3 pawpaw trees. So if you know what pawpaws are, P-A-W-P-A-W, go ahead and put it in the comments and we can get some information. They're really delicious. It wasn't a great year of gardening for me, Pezliz. It was really tough. We were in some drought. I was in a drought area in Iowa, and it was difficult, to say the least. I struggled with some of my tomatoes, and usually my tomatoes I just leave alone, and I don't even trim them back, and they just produce for months and months and months and months. Even I'll get tomatoes late into October, early November. I'll have to end up pulling them out of the ground because it's just at some point you got to pull it to get my garlic ready, because I got to plant my garlic at the beginning of November. Amazing. Montreal, yeah, up in Canada had some great weather this past year. Not one plum yet, let me tell you. Yeah, it's tough. I'm gonna use fast growing trees again because I really like. They grow from. They don't send you a seed start, so some of them have a few more years on them when you plant them into the ground already. And usually, fruit trees take. I hear sometimes up to 4 to 5 years before you ever get any kind of fruit from it. But I definitely want to give it a go. The plums are self-pollinating, so you don't have to have a partner for it. Pawpaws are not self-pollinating, that's why I had to plant a few of them. And pawpaws, if you ever have a chance to eat one, get it, eat it. It's delicious. It tastes like banana cream pie. They're absolutely amazing. Oh, local bees. Yeah, if you're out in California, I was listening to a podcast, absolutely fascinating, about the almond trees and the bee industry there. and how bees are kidnapped there, or they had a big problems with bees getting kidnapped because they rent it to these farmers, to the almond farmers, and for a lot of money. Oh, my Beskar is almost done. That's gonna look really sweet. Again, ADHD. But anyway, yeah, so they were talking about like these kidnapped bees, and they were marked, and like the FBI got called in and all this stuff. I mean, it was crazy. North Texas. Oh, right on. That's cool. Texas, that's got to be hard to farm in Texas. There's a lot more ranching, I thought, down there than growing. What my favorite color, Jedi wants to know my favorite color. It is blue. Blue.
Light blue or dark blue?
I'm more particular to the light blue than dark blue. Partridge berries. I'm not familiar with partridge berries. What are partridge berries? I'll have to look that up. Peach Orchard Haven. Okay. I just ate my first peach this weekend. Or not this weekend, sorry. I feel like it's the weekend because I've been on vacation since last Tuesday. It's been awesome. Just ate my first peach. Last week was my first plum. Oh, sweet. Thank you, Jedi. So, yeah, they're absolutely delicious. Oh, thank you, Pezliz. Pawpaw fruits have a sweet. They're actually also I believe they're the only native fruit to North America. Not fruit, but like citrus fruit or something like that. Tropical fruit. I think they're the only native tropical fruit to Northern America. And they grow all the way up into Zone 7. So a lot of southern Iowa will have them. There's a few orchards out in southern Iowa that you can go pick your own pawpaws. We're at the end of pawpaw picking season, unfortunately, so I won't be able to go there. They're pretty amazing. I'm sorry, sci-fi guy number. I can get Chris. Chris will be back in a little bit. It's just me, his brother. Just changing pace. He's making us some popcorn. So apologize. Chris will be back. I did not kill Chris, I promise you. He's making all of us popcorn. We're watching Ratatouille tonight. Jedi doesn't know she'll like Ratatouille. I think she will like Ratatouille. Sort of. Yeah, we're kind of going all over the place with the topics, but you know. So my voice gets as high as Chris when I get excited as well. When I start talking about stuff I'm excited about, I'm just really super tired. I went on about a 7-hour hike today up into all the way to. I went to the peak of Mount Washington. I started at Twin Falls. If you know the area, you probably pull it up on Google. So I started at the Twin Falls trailhead and went to the trail top of Mount Washington. It was about 4 hours to hike it, about 2.5 hiking back. So I'm kind of beat. So I'm a little reserved today. Give my thoughts on the iPhone. Chris is right about the camera quality. I don't think the cameras are bad cameras, but how they are imaging them in their software. The compression on it and the saturation that they're using, it's oversaturated in my opinion, so you're losing a ton of detail. And as someone that will use photo references for drawing sometimes, if you lose that detail, I can't see what I'm supposed to do, and then it just turns into a big red purple blob. Well, that gives them brighter, more vibrant colors, but you know, it's not necessarily good for details. So in that aspect, the software is glitchy. All the, in my opinion, all the iOS software as of the last few years has been, hang on just a second, has been very, very glitchy. The quality has definitely downgraded in the software since, unfortunately, Jobs passed away. I was worried about that. They are profit driven. But I still love Apple. I'm stuck in the Apple structure. I've been using Apple as a trained graphic designer. I've been using Apple since like high school. I'm 45, so quite some time. In fact, I think I kind of pointed Chris to his first Mac. I kept talking Mac to him, and he finally used one and understood. And back in the day, it really was what was great about Mac, and what I told everybody, I have somewhere to go, and I still do, and I think that's what Apple does have over its competitors, is if my iPhone's not working or I don't understand how to use it, there's enough information out there, there's enough videos out there, and not only that, I can walk into a store, not the last couple of years, but, you know, now they're open back up, and go, it no worky, make it worky, and they'll make it work. So you have somewhere to go, and it's not like a million different places. Whereas with just a second, I promise. Let me just finish this one thought, and then I'm right to you, Jedi. With like a Samsung or Android phones, you know, you get the runaround. You go to, you gotta go where you bought it, or you gotta call Samsung, or you gotta go to them, or you gotta go to, and it's just like a chase. So I think that is where Apple kind of wins still, but they're resting on that, and they better get innovated again, because they have not been innovative. There's nothing they've done in the last 6 years where I'm like, whoa, that's a game changer. Everything's just kind of like, oh, okay, better chip, new camera, some better battery life. The Apple Watch, I would say, but it wasn't a game changer because there was already digital watches coming out there. Did they do it better? I think they did it fine. I don't think it broke the mold by any means. It's a pretty good activity tracker, and I use these. I have an Apple Watch specifically. I like to track my activity. I'm a cyclist, so I track my rides with it, and it works really well with that. No, I promised Jedi after my thought I finished that I would. I'm sorry, Jedi. I forgot to come back to you. What'd you want? What? You wanted to ask a question? You forgot? We got dead air here, man. We got dead air. Okay, Jedi forgot a question. So,
I remember.
Oh, you remember. What up? What'd you remember? Oh, holy crap. I can make all that stuff disappear. How do I make it come back? Yeah, right? No, all my tabs just, like, went away. And now I don't know how there. Oh, ooh. Ooh, that's nice. I just found out something new on Sketchbook. What was your question?
Okay, you gotta jump back to chat.
Yeah, so you can keep me if I can find a way to afford Seattle, which I can't. I have a nice house for inexpensive costs in Iowa. That's the one benefit of Iowa. Although I try to get up here once a year because PNW is my favorite state I've visited in all the U.S. And I've pretty much been to all of them, but California, Alaska, Hawaii, Maine. Here's one other, and I'm forgetting what it is. California, Alaska, Hawaii, Maine. There's one other. What's the other one? No, I think that's it. So yeah, I've been to all the states except for, and not like in-depth, but it's hard when you're traveling to in-depth explore. New Hampshire, I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, so, that area gets kind of Patriot heavy, so not so much. No, I'm joking. So yeah, no, I love coming to Seattle area. PNW has all my favorite things. I like to hike, I like to kayak, I like to cycle. So, I mean, literally has all those things I like to do. That's weird. So I made that disappear, but now is it not on? What's going on? Yeah, that works. How comes my pencil won't work? See, here. So I'm trying to use my pencil. I've got everything selected right. So you're asking about what I like about Apple or don't like. It's these kind of glitches right here. Nothing's drawing for some reason, no matter what I'm doing here. It could be user arrow. Is that going? There we go. I think maybe the pencil tip is too thin. But yeah, it's just these weird little things that... Okay, I think I got it. Ooh, I could do some really cool calligraphy with this too. Ooh, that'd be cool. Oops. So yeah. Sorry, I got quiet there. I was playing. Let's go to some question, but it's next door. You should come to Arizona sometime. I've been to Arizona. Yeah, I haven't done any hiking. I've been there for work. Super hot. So that is one thing I think Chris and I share in common. I don't like to be hot. Ever. I hate sweating. I hate the heat. I hate the humidity. Anything over 70 is too hot. I am a fall, winter guy. Spring, fall, winter. Summer, the only thing I like about it is because I can grow stuff. But other than that, I really dislike the summer. I'm not a big fan. It's not my favorite season. Don't come to Australia in the summer. No, I would not go to Australia in the summer, but I do want to go to Australia. So that is one thing. I haven't spent a lot of time in Europe or other countries. It's totally on my bucket list. Actually, when I get home, I need to apply for my passport finally. But I've always wanted to go around Europe. But my problem with Europe or going to Asia or Australia or anywhere like that is I'm the kind of person that likes to spend some time and like kind of try to get as in depth into the culture as I can, or find all the mom and pop shops. I don't want to go to the Applebee's down the street. No offense if you like Applebee's, that's cool. It's just not my thing. I want to go. I want to find the really good, tasty places that seem super sketchy when you walk in, because that's usually the best food. So let's see. There we go. It was just on a really thin pencil setting. That's what it was. How that got bumped down, I don't know. So let me do a little cartoon sketch here. Let's see how I can. Let's see if I'm still got my sketch down. Ooh.
There, now they can see it.
Oh. Well, now I got pressure on me. I don't want the pressure, man.
Yeah, and Scott, right? The tips. Just go light around the tip.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I know.
The tip counts. I'm saying the pressure of drawing.
I know.
I'm gonna start singing Queen and then get kicked off. So, can I draw and talk? That's the question. It's like chewing gum and walking at the same time. Bob Ross. Yeah, so we're gonna draw happy little glasses here. Basically, my cartoon sketch of myself looks a lot like the cartoon sketch of Chris, because, you know, well, we're related. So, we look alike. Someone said we sound alike, Chris, but you have a higher voice. But we do sound alike. I mean, we're related.
You just as loud.
Oh, we can definitely be loud because we're Italian, and Italians are never yelling, we're just passionate. Yeah, I really like this pencil. Like, I don't know why I didn't get one sooner. What the heck was I waiting for? Could have been sketching this whole time. And also, I think this will come in handy when I'm sketching out plans for woodworking stuff. So instead of using a pad of paper, also taking notes for work and things like that will be beneficial. So, is Chris? You're not a southpaw. You're a righty, right? Oh, I can't put that there. Popcorn. He's right-handed. I'm the only southpaw in the family. Actually, that's not true. My grandfather, our grandfather, on my mom's side, was a southpaw. But he, in his time, in day and age when he went to school, it was still considered, if you were left-handed, to be a sign of the devil. So they forced him to be right-handed. They tied his hand behind his back and forced him to be a righty. So it's a little lesson. Let's go into left-handed facts. So left-handed people back in the day were considered to be slow and dumb. And that's because when they would use tools, they couldn't really use the tools. It was hard for them to use actual tools. Well, most tools back in the day were built specifically for right-handed people. So of course it was hard for a lefty to use a right-handed tool. It's like if you're right-handed and you've ever picked up a left-handed pair of scissors, it doesn't cut very well. Well, same thing. If I'm left-handed and pick up a right-handed specific pair of scissors, it's not going to cut well. In fact, I didn't get a pair of left-handed scissors until I was in college and started working in graphic design. I finally bought myself a pair of left-handed scissors, and it was like, it was so amazing. It was like, oh my god, these cut so well.
You had some as a kid because they were green-handed.
Yeah, those were crappy freaking scissors. They were like the safety scissors that you get as a preschooler. Yeah, but so they didn't cut anything. So anyway, so when I got my first real left-handed pair of scissors, I would always like to, when right-handed people would ask me if they could use my scissors, I was always happy to let them borrow it, and they'd be like, these are terrible scissors. You need to sharpen them or something. I'm like, no, they're left-handed. Feel my wrath. So back to facts of left-handed people. So spiral staircases, the reason why many castles had spiral staircases is because it was a defense mechanism, because most knights were right-handed, right? So when you were attacking a castle and you were running up a spiral staircase, if you swung your sword, you would hit a wall. So you couldn't swing your sword. It would stop because you'd be hitting a wall. Whereas if you're defending the castle, you're swinging right-handed and there's more open space to swing the sword, and you could, kill the attackers. So, you have a left-hander come in and they just kind of mess things up but that's why spiral staircases are the way they are and why they were used so often. Yeah, left-handers die earlier statistically, usually of some type of disease. We typically will die of disease. More common addictions to left-handed people. Left-handed people are the only ones in the right side of their minds. That's a little dad humor. What else about left-handed people? I used to know a ton of left-handed facts. There's a town in South Dakota, I want to say, called Left-Handedville or something like that, and everyone that lives there at one time was left-handed. I think they still are. It might be a prerequisite to buying a house there. So, anyway, those are a few left-handed that I remember. Oh, for a long time, like the last, up to, I think it was Bush, the young Bush, not old Bush, but it was like from Reagan to young Bush, or even further back, those presidents were like all left-handed. Bill Clinton left-handed, I believe. Young Bush, whatever his name is, he was left-handed. Bill Clinton was left-handed. I already said Bill Clinton, didn't I? But I think older Bush was lefty, and Reagan was a lefty too, I think. I don't remember. There was something like that. There was a run of lefties. Not politically, but... what else? That's about all the left-handed facts I can remember. So that's left-handed facts from Adam Gorilla. That's all I got. There's someone that came here for you, and you're not on it. I don't know. I can't remember his name. Yeah, Ned Flanders is left-handed. My iPad's about to die, so I'm going to turn it off. I got to charge it up for the flight tomorrow, so I can watch videos.
Let's put it back to... There you go.
Cool. Oh, hey, I did find out that... Oh, Yeah, great. Sweet design, Apple. It does on the smart case.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have to like just hold on to it. So at least there's that. Yeah, I do as well use a mouse with my right hand, because when I know left-handers that move their mouse over, and when I was doing design work, like there was a lot of left-handed people in the field, and a few of them would have I would sit down at their desk. I'm like, why is your? I'm like, and I'd have to move it over. But now not so hard cordless. But back in the day, you had the cord and you had to get it around the gigantic frickin' monitor. But I guess I grabbed it. So I'm more ambidextric. I mean, I'm predominantly left-handed, but I can use both. I can even write with my right hand somewhat. And actually, most left-handers adapt to those kind of things better. So if I was to break my left arm, I adapt faster using my right hand than a right-hander would adapt to being left-handed, or forced to being left-handed. And that's because we're forced to be right-handed all the time. Opening a door, shaking hands, those kind of things. Ooh, we need to move. Dude, this is so big, it's gotta... You gotta... Oh, yeah. Zoom out. Gotcha. It was like overwhelming the screen. Let's see here. I teach IT and get students who sometimes switch the mouse to the left, and sometimes even switch the left and right mouse buttons. Such a pain. Yes, that is true. I just got used to it. I mean, I sat down on a computer first, it was there, and I just kind of was like, oh, there it is, and grabbed it. So, again, I can easily adapt for the most part. I bat right-handed and throw left-handed, so...
I bat left-handed and throw left-handed.
Yeah. Golfing, I've never used a left hand. I've never golfed, but I have hit golf balls, but I use right-handed clubs. So, I golf right-handed, I guess. But I do skate goofy-footed. So I push with my left. So. I probably have neither with my left or right hand eye, or it's hard to read the chat on here, on the screen. Is it behind here?
Hmm?
How do I pull up just the chat?
Oh, sorry.
Out. How do I pull the chat out?
It's right here.
Oh, cool. That's easier to read. All points that are irrelevant to Chris. I'm not sure what that means. Some pretty interesting stuff reading about left-handers and right-handers here. Oh, it's almost done.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And then we'll wrap up the stream.
Oh, nice. So my best car is almost done. So the plans of this is, this purple base is going to lend itself to some aging. I'm going to paint it probably with some bronze, silver, and a little bit of green paint to give it kind of that aged look. And the purple will give it a good base depth. I'm going to drill a couple tiny holes in top, big enough to pour sand into. I'll use a paper cone filter that I make. And the second hole will allow the air displacement when I pour it in the sand. Fill those holes with probably some wood filler, because I can sand that off and paint it really easy. It will accept paint very easily. But once I get that age look, I'll put it on my Instagram. If you want to follow me, my Instagram's completely open. It's Frojive, Frojive. I put random stuff, a lot of biking stuff, a lot of gardening stuff I take pictures of. Just my everyday life, so it's a good follow, I think. I got some good pics. Anyway, not necessarily tech driven, but yeah. So Chris who? They need an Adam show. That usually happened back in the day when I would join the live streams way back when. This is good popcorn. It pops really well. That pops better than mine. I like your little air popper.
It's not pop right.
It never is. It is a popcorn. Like the ones I grew, it's really, really small, but it packed with flavor.
This is magic mushroom popcorn, so
Mm.
mushroom flowers out different. It's not butterfly
That makes sense.
popcorn. You probably have butterfly. This is a mushroom style.
Yeah.
So you can get it. You can probably get it somewhere.
I'll have to find it because I really like the pop on this. But the ones I grew, it's real small, tiny. Like what would normally make like a whole thing, it makes like this much pop because it's so small. But it tastes like really. It tastes like sweet corn. Like, I don't even need to really put butter or anything on it, which is nice.
Yeah, I get this at
Where? Oh, okay. I'm sure I can find it.
It's online. You can get it online. I mean, it's not local.
Yes, I know. I am my dad's son. I am absolutely the spitting image of my dad. That is what I will look like when I'm his age. In fact, I once found a picture that was black and white, and I thought it was me and my dad, Joe. And I took it to my mom, like, when did you take this black and white picture? And she started laughing because it was my dad and my grandfather. So my dad looks like my grandfather, and I look like my dad. So the genes run deep. So, you know, it happens. One of us had to. Adam doesn't know about Chris's illness.
People think I'm dying. Every time I cut my hair, they think I'm a cancer patient.
Oh, yeah?
They're like, he lost weight. Is he dying? Is he sick? I eat, people.
I eat for the both of us. I like food. That's why I work out. I like food too much. All of it. Doesn't matter. The only thing I don't really like eating is fish. Can't get into it. Tried a scallop for the first time this last week.
Scallops are good.
I mean, it was okay. Still tasted fishy. I mean, it still had a fishy taste to it. And
The
I'm
only
like,
thing you gotta watch out for scallops is you could get sick. I mean, you know if you did.
This was like a place where the price of the scallop wasn't on the menu, and it just said
Scallop?
MP,
Oh, yeah.
market price. And you're like, yeah, that should probably be good scallops. And I mean, we were in San Juan, so they were probably pulling it out of the, you know, the sound, or not the sound, or the ocean somewhere. But I'm not a huge fish fan. But the only thing I like about fish and chips is when they have vinegar chips. Well, and you know, a little vinegar on the potato, malt vinegar. Love vinegar. If I go to Subway, I make them drown my sandwich in vinegar.
I make my beans with apple cider vinegar.
I should, I didn't can this year, but next year I'll send you some some pickled peppers. Some of my pickled peppers. Yeah, I'm just not a fish fan. The band either. Not.
Yeah, I'm just for fish.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, I like a couple of their songs.
Well,
I went to a concert once because a buddy, you know, he was a
God, yeah.
huge fish fan. And I have a couple buddies still that they're still going around when they play. Like, one just came back from, like, I think they were playing in Arkansas, and he was out in California for a bit, doing some fish shows. But I just never got into fish. I like Mo and Allman Brothers and other jam bands and things, but fish, not so much.
Alright, looks like it's about wrapped up here.
What's it mean, 100 bits?
Oh, they cheered. Basically, it's $1.
Oh, cool. Thank
What
you.
did what did they say? Did they say anything? Or
No, he just said cheered 100 bits. Dark. Oh, Pezliz and Dark Toy Lord. Sorry, I have a speech impediment. That's a tricky word for me. Sweet. Where's the emblem? Is it on the other side?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh man, I wanted to do that.
Oh, sorry. Did not mean to deny you.
That's real nice. Now I have best car. This is the way. Thing I really like about Mandalorian, I think at some point they're gonna make a game of that, and it's gonna be sweet.
Well, it's not a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they make it kind of like Halo.
Alright, let's wrap up because
Alright.
you gotta watch Ratatouille or something.
Yeah, we gotta watch. I got packed because I got an early flight. Nice talking to y'all. Thanks for hanging out and listening to my ramblings. You're awesome.
Joshua_XP_ cheered X100.
Got another cheer from Joshua.
Thank you. Thank you, Joshua. Bye. I'm gonna take my popcorn and go.
Huzzah! All right, everybody. Thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the hospitality. Really appreciate that because you never know how that's going to go. I will be back. Oh yeah, Joshua says your glasses look sleek. Like, yeah,
thanks.
so
They're,
I gotta clean mine.
Dragon from Italy.
Oh.
And they changed in the sun.
I don't even know what the hell mine are. I just wear them. So we'll be back to our regular boring stream tomorrow. There will be no drawing. There will be no discussion of left-handedness. I don't know what the hell is going to happen tomorrow. No crocheting. I don't know what I've got for tomorrow slated specifically, but either way, okay, Krusty, enough. That's enough. I can draw for sure. So we'll be back again tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Who are we going to be raiding? Who is our raid target? Who do we got? Is doing anything? Checking the page here. Not sure who we have. Well, Sid Heresy is streaming. Yeah, Sid Heresy. He is working on a. He's chatting and he's working on a synth. It's been a while since we've done Sid Heresy. I'm not sure I see anybody else at this point. Someone with good mods, yeah, Liz. I think Sid Heresy will absolutely be on it. All right, so that's who we're gonna raid. I love you. I appreciate you, but at this point, I'm gonna leave you to your own devices, and may the force be with you always. Thank you so much for the level 5 hype train tonight. Thank you for listening to TLDR. Thank you for going over to TLDR as it was published at around 7 p.m. Enjoy lunch, Ben. I'm going to have to try to get a little bit of sleep in here before I have to wake up at 3 in the morning to take Adam to the airport. Let me go ahead and get that raid staged. There we go. Boop. Boop. I did, Liz. I already added the popcorn. I did it mobile. I added it as soon as you suggested it, I jumped into chat and like 60 people got their popcorn. So yes, popcorn was distributed for the hype train. Already covered. Thank you for the reminder. Really appreciate it. I love you. I appreciate you, but at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices, and may the force be with you always. Now we're going to be Tusken raiding Sid Heresy in 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah, get the Perillo Raiders emotes ready. Yeah, just like Kurt. Do it like Kurt. Do it like Kurt and Vendetta. Get the Perillo Raider emotes ready. Did you get them ready? Oh, crap. Did it go? Did I flip? Did I accidentally raid, or did I click off it? Okay, I think I clicked off it. Oops. All right, here we go. We're for real this time. For real. Twitch, they changed the interface and it's not exactly perfect anymore. Not that it was in the first place, but it got a little more challenging. There we go. Going for more combos with the Tusken Raider emote. Tusken raiding Sid Heresy. Give him a follow if you love geekiness. In 3, 2, 1. That worked. All right, Sid. Let's see what you got.